If you go to the root level of your life, you go all the way to the beginning, the patterns are there. You might think, oh, I'm not strategic enough on Instagram. I don't post enough. People just don't want my business. So people don't like, no, 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 no. You got to get into the business of you. You got to go back to the beginning. And this is why healing, this is why working through these deep wounds or this stuff that we don't know helps us in life. Because then you'll do 2 weeks of deep healing work and then you'll jump 10 years in your life because you did the work. I don't want you to think you got to heal to live. I want you to know you need to live to heal. Live life. Make mistakes. Mess up. Don't be perfect. We live to heal. We don't heal to live. Let's take a deep breath. And if you can, take your left thumb, probably going to look like my right, and put it on your navel, and then put your hand over your heart. I'm just going to take another deep breath. Dear God, as we come to you in this moment, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for these beautiful people that's a part of this live and this Zoom. Thank you for everybody who brought their truth today, their personality, their business, their expertise, their wisdom, their understanding, their power, their presence. Allow everyone on here today to receive the information, receive the wisdom, and receive everything they need for their highest good. Protect them, bless them, make them better than they want to be, and continue to pour into them. Allow them to love themselves unconditionally, receive the love they give, and allow everything that they're moving into to be purpose-driven, to be fulfilling, and to be prosperous. God, use me for my highest good for everyone on here today. Allow your frequency to come through my voice, through my presence, and my essence, and everything I share. With so much gratitude, we just want to say thank you. Let a miracle take place today as we touch and agree. Amen. Spiritual fitness, right? The embodiment of love and the purpose through spiritual fitness. Before I get into what that means, I want to be transparent about how spiritual fitness has come into my life. 2023 was probably one of the toughest years of my life. I had a dark night of the soul. I thought my dad was going to pass away. I was having an ego death. I was in a very toxic relationship. But prior to that, I had like all this success, publicly visible, TV shows, brand deals, commercials, you name it. But I didn't feel the love that everybody saw. I kind of felt empty inside because deep down in my soul, I wanted to be validated and accepted by people outside of myself because I didn't receive that as a child. So I thought success and progress and being someone would bring me that love. So 2023, I had to shatter that ego of myself because it wasn't bringing me real love. It was bringing me a false sense of what love, I thought love was. So in that awakening, I had to lose a lot of people, a lot of things. And the biggest thing was my ego. And coming out of that, I was like, where do I go? Like I was lost. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was afraid that I was going to lose everything. And all I could think about, well, I have the gym. I can work out. I can move my body. Movement is medicine. Motion changes emotion. And I have God. I can pray. Right? So with those two things over time, I just went to work. I worked out every day. I prayed. So I say all that to say, I created spiritual fitness out of chaos, not peace. I created spiritual fitness when I was going through the worst time of my life. And all I could depend on was my intangible assets of myself, not my tangible, not how many followers I have, not TV shows I've been on, not the clients I get to serve or the people I know or where I'm from. I had to go within. And I think the root of everyone's business, everyone's frequency is who you really are on a root deep level. And sometimes we forget that because we make the money, we make the business, we make the kids, we make the lifestyle, we make the persona the love. We think money is love. We think the business is love. We think marriage is love. No, real love is loving and accepting yourself, no matter where you are, unconditionally, right? And when we can get to the root of accepting that part of ourselves, our lives can change. So if you have a piece of paper, I want you to write down a few things because I think it's important. What is your intention for this summit today or this weekend? What is your intention? Write it down. It could be anything. My intention is to be, how can I add value to the people that benefits their soul, their desires, not what I want them to believe, what they need to believe for their highest good. Because when you read a book, you don't take everything from the book. You take the part of the book that resonates with your soul. And that's what spiritual fitness does within you, is teach you how to tap into your soul to take full autonomy of where you want to go. Not how much money you have in your bank account, not who you're dating, not who you know, what you're attached to. So intention. I'm giving you the formula of spiritual fitness. You have intentionality. And within that intention, you have movement, right? You move your body with that intention, right? So write down movement, or write in a paragraph, or write in a letter. Intention, body, which is movement. The body of the workout is movement. And then we go into breath work. We have affirmations, and then we have prayer. So these are 4 tangible pillars that you step into when you're in the container of spiritual fitness. What we're going to do is really think out loud, see the intentions in your third eye, like really imagine what your intention is. So my intention is seeing all of you people on the Zoom to feel love and feel joy and to receive this message. That's my intention. But I want you to do that for your intention. All right, really see it in your third eye, imagine it. What does that look like? What does that feel like in your body? Because you can bring the vision, your visual through your body, because we're talking about embodiment into fruition through your essence. But you got to see it, then feel it. And then later, I'm going to talk about the knowledge self versus the feeling self. All right. So you have it. Take 10 more seconds. Really get it. Really get clear. What does it look like? What does it feel? And if you can't get the image, feel into what that is. It feels good. So many people are happy. They're evolving, they're embodying this message for this weekend. They're integrating it to their life. It's not just a one-time thing. All right, you got it? I already said the prayer. Usually before I get into each container with my client, I'm praying. So we have the intention. Now we're going to do a little bit of exercise, but you're just going to be sitting down. You're just going to move your hands like this for 10. And then we're going to do curls for 10. All right? Just take a deep breath. All right, let's pump 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now let's just curls. Let's curl our arms. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Deep breath. Feel better, right? You move some energy around. So just know your body keeps the score. Your body has intelligence, right? Everything in your life that you manifest, attract, good, bad, or indifferent, has come through your body, through your temple, through your vessel. So spiritual fitness is a space within yourself. You open up the vessel to receive more life. You open up the vessel to receive more downloads, synchronicities, ideals, intuitive hits, trusting your discernment. You open it up to feel what the light of the creator, your God, what you believe in, wants to give you for your highest good. But you're doing this through movement. You had the attention. We just did a little movement, giving you like a little, sample of it. And then now we're going to do some breath work. So we're just going to do 2 rounds of, let's take a deep breath, and then we're going to breathe through our nose 10 times, 2 rounds. So just follow me. Just take a deep breath. And we're just going to breathe the quick breaths to our heart, just for 10. Relax. Take a deep breath. Thank you, body. Let's take another one. Thank you, mind. Last one. Thank you, heart. All right, now we got that. We breathe. Now let's just say the few words with me. I'm well. I'm safe. I'm loved. I'm open to integrating all this wisdom and information I received today. My body and nervous system is receptive to receiving the information and the wisdom and the knowledge for my highest good today. So it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boom, I get into prayer. So you just had a mini experience with spiritual fitness, but what I just did, if you're not aware, unconsciously, I'm opening up your body to receive from yourself. And what's the first thing we need to receive from ourselves? Is love, right? We need to receive love. We think we want the job, we think we want the support, we want the merit. No, we need the love, because that is something innate. You are love. You were created out of love. But we don't give that energy to ourselves. We give it to the community. We give it to our kids. We give it to our partners. We give it to people. But you are the world that you need. So we're going to do a forgiveness technique real quick. And it goes, you're going to say your name. You're going to say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. We're going to do that 3 times. So I'm going to say my name, so you can just say your name, just so you can have an example. Let's take a deep breath. Eric, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Eric, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. One more time. Remember, say your name. Eric, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. So when you do that forgiveness technique, you're forgiving yourself for all the pain that you put on yourself, all the projections, all you're beating yourself up, or the stuff you messed up in the past, the relationship, the divorce, you left the job, you could have did better, I shouldn't have had the kid, well, all these things. You're allowing that energy to forgive yourself so you can feel lighter, so you don't block your embodiment of happening. You don't block the love that you want from happening. And so we can get true into the true essence of who we are. Now we can run the business. Now we can allow love in our life. Now we can be open to more money and more opportunity, right? And we can integrate. But if we're just on autopilot doing without being, then we can't receive. So we're always in the masculine, doing, giving. I want you to be in the being energy of receiving. It's okay to be the quarterback, but I need you to be a receiver. Tom Brady couldn't be a phenomenal quarterback if he didn't have a receiver. He's not good by just being a quarterback. He's good because he has beautiful receivers in his team. So he has 7 rings, right? So if you're the quarterback of your life, the quarterback of your team, the quarterback of your business, what are you receiving from yourself? And it's not money. It's your energy. It's your love. That's what you need the most from yourself. But we like to put it on a pedestal. We like to materialize it. But when I was in my dark night of the soul, all I had was myself and God. And guess what I had to do? I had to love myself. No fame, no money, no opportunity, no TV show, no mom, no dad, no partner, no friend, no brother could save me. God said, come home. I got you. You know what to do. Because I forgot. Because I was so disconnected from my heart. Because I was so much. And this is where I want you to write this down. Write down the knowledge self versus the feeling self. So the knowledge self is the guy who I am, who I was. I had all this knowledge, right? Oh man, I'm reading all these books. I'm smart. I had all this knowledge. But guess what? The knowledge wasn't going. I wasn't embodying it. So I couldn't hold it. I wasn't feeling life. I was thinking life. So anything I was even accomplishing or succeeding in, I couldn't even receive it because I wasn't feeling it. So what I was doing was, what's the next thing? What's the next TV show? What's the next opportunity? What's the next client? I wasn't present. So a lot of us are not present within our bodies, not present within our lives, not present within our relationships. And so we miss out on the feeling self because we're always in the knowing self. I'm always in my crown shot. Oh, I'm spiritual. Look at me. I'm this guru. But the young man, I couldn't integrate it. I didn't know how to embody it. So guess what happened? When I was speaking, it was going over people's heads because I wasn't putting it in my body. When you ground the information, when you ground the wisdom and you put it deep down in the ground, it comes out and it goes wide. So everyone can feel you. Everyone can see you. But if you're just up here and it's going higher, you're missing them. We can't relate to you, brother. You're too high energy and you're not grounded. You're just talking because you have lips or you have information. Who cares? But who are you? I remember for years I wouldn't grow my beard because I thought I had to present myself a certain way. I had to be clean shaven. You know, I got a cold switch. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm from the inner cities of Baltimore, Maryland. My mom and dad, I've never seen them together. I know what real pain is, but I try to hide my pain because I wanted you to like me. I wanted you to love me for what I look like or what I had. And that, look, I was the positive guy saving everybody, but I was going home sad, right? I call it the Will Smith effect, where you're tired of being liked for the person you're not. I don't want to be liked for who I'm not. I don't want to be liked for anything other than I want to like myself. We got to get into the authenticity of our frequency. Who am I? What am I? Why am I here? So what I have the privilege to do is when people come into my life, they always come into my life when they're going through a transition. So last year, I had 3 women going through a divorce. And they trusted me with that information. Why? And this came after my awakening. I didn't have these clients when I was this famous guy on TV. It came when I was broken and became whole again. Because I allowed myself to accept myself unconditionally with the beard. Because I thought I couldn't have the beard. I got to be so perfect and preppy. Look at me, you know. They trust me. I helped 3 women get through divorce. And I'm talking about 21 years, 17 years, 15 years with kids, with businesses. How did I do it? I did it through spiritual fitness because I had to trust what I knew and not what logic wanted me to say. My channel was open because I had to go deep in my soul. I couldn't go in the book to give these women answers. I had to allow them to trust what I know was right in the moment from what I'm feeling. And then from there, they shifted, they changed, they expanded in their life career. Shannon is one of those people, you know? So I'm only saying that because this didn't happen because I was lucky. This came out of space when I was uncomfortable, when I was in pain. I had to find myself. So there's also a thing in life where there are people who are very successful. They make a lot of money, but that doesn't mean they're happy or fulfilled. And I don't think life is all about just happiness and fulfillment, right? Let's make it clear. But I don't want you guys to leave this weekend thinking like, oh, I'm going to 10x my business and I'm going to do this and do that. But how about you 10x your energy? You 10x yourself. How about you start putting yourself first? How about you have some self respect? How about you get rid of some employees because maybe they're parasites to your business? How about you had an uncomfortable conversation with your dad, but you're so afraid he's going to reject you? How about you disappoint people that you've been people pleasing for years? Because you need to see who loves you for you, not what you can do for them, because that's what I had to go through. I said, oh, you don't like when Mr. Bigger's not positive. Oh, you don't like this version of me. Oh, you have a shadow side, you have a light side. We bring them together. But if you're just in this fake light because you want the people to like you, but this shadow is over here lingering, guess what's going to slowly come up as you years go? Guess what's going to come? And guess what's going to happen to that light? Oh, now you made a mess. Oh my God, how could you talk to me like that? Because guess what? You cannot hide the truth you're feeling in your frequency because it's going to slip out. You know what someone say, oh, that's not like me. No, that's like you. Or people say, drunken words or sober thoughts is because you cannot hide from your shadow. So when I'm presenting spiritual fitness, when I'm presenting the embodiment of love, you got to know the truth of who you are. We can't fake it, right? I was nervous before getting on here. I'm like, oh my gosh, she texted me at 10:15. That's 10:18. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to make sure I got everything. I'm like, what's going on? Relax, bro. This is what you do. But I still get nervous because I'm excited. But I'm also like, I got the link. I got the link. The link's not working. Right? This is the ego mind. The spirit body with the wholeness, with the present body, it's not in no rush. Let me tell you something. You can get rid of all your clients. You can let go of the things you think you need. And in one moment, your whole life can change. I went on one show, my whole life changed. One show changed my life for the last 8 years. One show. But what people didn't know about that opportunity, I was working on myself. The hardest work we'll ever do in life is on ourselves, not a job. You are the job you should go to every day. And you should go to that job with love, faith, and favor. Okay? Because if you don't go to the job of you and you don't love you, how do you expect someone to pay you or give you the love that you say you want, or the business or the support? I'm still fighting with my vulnerability. Oh, I don't want you to, oh, it's my ego. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be embarrassed for that I don't know. No, be embarrassed. It's okay. Be human. I wanted to be Superman. I want to have it all figured out. Oh, I'm perfect. I want everybody to like me. I got it together. I actually don't have it together, but I'm getting it together. You get what I mean? But I get it together by letting people know that I don't have it together, because I don't want you to give your power over to me. I want you to take your power back. Don't give me your power. But the world has trained and coached and conditioned us to look at people who are famous, look at people who are celebrity, people who have money and all these things to say they hold the power. Let me tell you something. I coach some of the most powerful people in the world. And listen, they're probably going through way worse than the people who don't have, because it takes a lot to hold wealth. It's not about being successful. Can you sustain it? Can you maintain the relationship? Can you maintain the healthy body? Can you sustain a business? It takes work. So this is why your spiritual fitness is everything. This is why doing the deep work you need to do is important. All right. Just wanted to get that out of my soul because it was coming through. Okay. The process of embodiment. How do we embody everything we just learned? How do we embody the things that come in? How do we get to that space? Well, I was like, I don't know. I guess I just, I did a plant medicine journey last year, and the shaman was saying there's a lot of plant medicine junkies. So people have the experience, but their life don't change. It's like going to church on Sunday. You go to church, you get the Holy Spirit, you're reading scripture, but boom, why is your life not changing? Oh, because they don't teach you how to embody the word. You're not taught that. I mean, maybe it's in there, but what I'm saying is this is where I think the world is lacking the most, especially in the self-development community. We don't know how to embody the stuff we need for our highest good. So, number one, what is the best way to embody what you learned today? I trust and I pray you've been taking notes, because don't you know the world is in the power of your hand. Why do you think they tell us to clap? You ever clap for yourself? Because the cells in your body, you see that vibration coming through my hands, is going through my body. So what you think happening when you're releasing thoughts or notes onto a piece of paper. That's why you should write it out and not put it on your phone. I get it. I put it on my phone sometimes, but it's not as powerful. So you need to journal. You need to take notes on everything you learn. Anything, any nudges, write it down. Whatever your intuition is telling you, write it down. That's how you release it, right? Because this is the process of embodiment. You journal it, right? Breathwork. Breathwork is another thing. We did the intentions earlier. And with this piece of information and wisdom, you can take everything, you can scan your notes, look at it, and you can do breathwork for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and do it daily. And breathe the energy, breathe it into your life. Because what you don't know, let's say the Bible, right? Or any book, those books have a transmission that's coming through it, right? Like the Sloto. Sloto has energy coming through it. So when I'm reading something, I'm taking on a transmission, the energy, or I could say the oracle, the substance of it. So that's why when you write something down and you should scan and look at it, you're taking on the energy of it to apply it to your life, right? So journal, breath work. You can do deep breath work into your body. You can go work it out. We just did that. Like, I just had a powerful call. I'm going to go run for 2 miles, or I'm going to go work out. Because now you're taking that energy and you're applying it to your life. It's another way. So workout is another way you can do it. But you got to do this. Like, you can't just do it once today and tomorrow. Constant activation. Repetition is the mother of skill. You need to do it until you become it, until it's unconsciously in the mechanical brain, the subconscious mind. Boom. And then we have affirmations. You can create affirmations around what you want to embody. Affirmations. Create affirmations around these subjects today, or what you're calling in, or what you want to work on your business, and do it every day. Right? Not last, but least before last. We have prayer. So then you can pray. We're going to pray before we get off here today. Pray all this in as well. But you can pray. Also pray. But I want to add something that's probably going to be like, what? Okay. The body keeps the score. And people don't know this. And I've been slowly understanding wow. So you have things that makes the body uncomfortable. But the things that make your body uncomfortable open up your body and the portals in your body energetically for you to hold the things you want to receive. So number one is cold showers, cold plunge, right? What happens when you get into cold water? You tense up. But over time, when you feel safe in that cold environment, your body starts to recalibrate up because you can deal with the bandwidth that it's trying to give you. But if you jump out of the cold shower, you jump out of the cold plunge right away, you're telling your nervous system you can't receive things when it's a lot. Just say you have somebody wants to pay you $1 million for the year. That's too much. So you're telling your body that that's too much for yourself. But when you train your body to receive the things that might be overwhelming or seem busy, so you got cold plunge, you got cold shower, you got deep tissue massage. These are like life hacks. Deep tissue massage, because the body is holding energy, right? You're holding energy. You might got blocks in your body. You might got knots. Imagine someone's getting a deep tissue massage and it's opening up those portals within your body so you can receive more, right? Deep tissue massage, cold plunge, cold shower, get in the sauna, anything that's going to open up your body, train your nervous system to receive more so you can have more and can keep more. So these are ways you can integrate this information, this wisdom today. And just try it out and follow the nudges, follow your intuition. Do what your heart is telling you, not what I'm just saying. Because I can talk all day, but what is your spirit telling you? And this is the spirit body talking to you like, oh, maybe my working out is walking barefooted for 15 minutes in grass. And maybe my cold plunge is a cold shower. And maybe my breath work is 1 minute. Because here's the thing, people are so afraid to be their individual self because they're thinking about how people are going to judge them. Well, mom said this, and Debbie said that, and Eric said that, and Karen said this, and no, who cares? What is your soul saying? Would you think I should get a divorce? You think I should leave the job? What do you think? I'm not in your body, right? And also embodiment, when you start embodying this new information, your frequency changes and your frequency recalibrates up and you're able to receive more, right? And that's why information, when you can integrate it, you get more stuff start coming into your life. You start attracting things on a higher vibration. So at the root of spiritual fitness and to embody the love, these are the steps in the process. There's no proper way. You can do prayer first, you can do journal, but these are different ways. And the last but not least, you can talk about it. Like when I had my experience in Peru, I just went on podcasts and started talking about it there. I was telling everybody, And that's me integrating it, embodying the experience in my life instead of just keeping it and not allowing it to be heard. Because then your body keeps the memory, keeps the score, start remembering what you are. So love yourself unconditionally. Embodiment is the truth. Through spiritual fitness is how you open up your soul to receive what you need to do or where you need to be in this lifetime. So I want you to get close to your spirit where you can hear it. Also, meditation is good. They say meditation is listening to God and prayer is talking to God. And so why do we meditate? Why do we pray? Because we want to drop the body into the ground to receive life and feel. Remember I told you about that earlier, feeling it and instead of knowing it. Like, I know I should work out. I know I should take the trip. I know, but you're not feeling it. So that's why you're not doing it. So when you don't feel the thing, you don't do the thing. It's that simple. So you can know all this stuff, but if you're not feeling what I'm saying and not feeling what's coming through, then it maybe doesn't resonate, or your body's not open to feel because you're so distorted and distracted and wounded for whatever reason. And this is why healing and working out and getting deep tissue massage it's because you got to open up your body to let some stuff go, right? So just know you hold the keys to your life. You hold the keys to your soul's essence in your business, in your friendships, your partnerships. Is you versus you. And you owe it to yourself to do the work, to do the due diligence, but to trust yourself, to listen to the intuition and trust the discernment. But guess what? If you're not feeling those things, you're not going to take action. It's just all gibberish. Well, yeah, you said some great things, but why haven't you taken action? Oh, because you're not feeling it. But it's okay. And last but not least, we have to be honest about ourselves, our life, and where we are. And I know the ego wants to fight. No, I'm fine. I can do it. Or just we justify, we make excuses. We got to get real. Loving yourself is important and embodying that love day in and day out, moving your body to feel good, not to look good, and owning the truth that you know. I want to share a story because I've been doing a womb healing. So my girlfriend owns a womb healing business, and she's been giving me these meditations, right? I think it's all about elements like water, fire, air, earth. And so when I was born, I was a premature. I had a twin that didn't make it. I came off early. So I believe most of my life, the reason I have felt things because in the womb, my twin sister who didn't make it, I never grieved her death. So my whole life, I just carried her energy around in my body. And because I'm a Pisces, I'm so spiritual, I didn't want to feel. So when I started getting into these meditations that she was giving me, because the meditation takes you into the womb of your mom at birth, and I started thinking about my mom and feeling like what my mom had to go through when she had me and what she had to endure. And it's so interesting. Over time, I start to soften in my body as a man. I start to feel more. And I just went home to celebrate my grandmother's 95th, and I couldn't even speak because I was so emotional. My tears was coming up because the womb healing softened my body to receive what I'm saying instead of me just saying it and not feeling it, right? Because I'm in my body, because I'm not afraid to feel. The reason I came early because as a kid, as a baby, I probably felt the pain my mom was going through when she was having me, and I had to get out. I want to get out because, and it also transpired to I didn't feel safe in water, safe in the ocean. I didn't feel safe in my mom's womb. You get it? So then I looked at from the beginning. Oh, this is how my life plays out. So I say all that to say, if you go to the root level of your life, you go all the way to the beginning, the patterns are there. The synchronicities are there. It's all consistent. You might think, oh, I'm not strategic enough on Instagram. I don't post enough. People just don't want my business. So people don't like, no. You got to get into the business of you. You got to go back to the beginning. And this is why healing, this is why working through these deep wounds or this stuff that we don't know helps us in life. Because then you'll do 2 weeks of deep healing work and then you'll jump 10 years in your life because you did the work. But they program it to tell you it's uncomfortable to do the work. But also, last but not least, and I'll leave you like this because it's just all coming through. I don't want you to think you got to heal to live. I want you to know you need to live to heal. Okay? Live life. Make mistakes. Mess up. Yes, live life. Be a person. Don't be perfect. I try to live that life. Don't be a people pleaser. We live to heal. We don't heal to live. So with that being said, people, I'm so thankful for your presence. I'm so thankful for your essence. I'm so thankful for your time. Thank you for giving me undivided attention. Oh, look at that, 44. Look at that alignment. I want to pray. And then if y'all have any questions, I don't know if we're open to that, Debbie. Just want to say thank you. So let's take a deep breath. Dear God, as we come to you, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this beautiful message and this medicine and wisdom that everybody poured in today. And thank you for everybody's energy today that was here for this session that allowed me to tap into my higher self and my deepest knowing self to provide them what they need. Continue to allow this information, this wisdom, this energy to integrate in each and every one of us and one of them to embody it, to live it in their life, to be it, to know it, and to own it. And allow miracles to happen in everyone's life. Allow them to be open and receptive to the new version of themselves. Allow them to release any and everything that's not for their highest good. And allow Debbie and her team to continue to expand people's business, expand people's consciousness, to expand people's confidence and competence, and allow everyone to receive the love and the joy that they are in such an ease and effortless way. And allow your will to be done. Allow everyone to be in alignment of their soul's assignment. We touch and agree. We just want to say thank you for this beautiful weekend and this beautiful summit. Bless and protect all of us. So it is. Amen. I think we just got to really love ourselves for where we are. I think we've been programmed to be something because we think that's what's going to get us the love. We got to be the love that we are and just be. Like, don't try to be perfect. Like, make mistakes. Show people, like, you're not perfect. Show people that you hurt too. And just show people the real you is what I'm saying. I think it's time for people to just be authentic. Right? Like, take the makeup off, put the hair in a ponytail, just be human. When we move more into the humanness of life and community, because this is what we all need, in being authentic, we all can drop our shoulders. Be like, oh, okay. Your perception of me, of you is not changing me. Because what happens is this. We are programmed to live the persona and perception of people and not the reality of it. Because the reality of me is not the perception of me. And I think that's where we get confused. And social media has a great way of making us think, oh, yeah, this person, that person. No, we're all people. We all have feelings. We all have pain. We all have trauma. We're all trying to figure out. We're all growing through things that we don't know, that others don't know about. But it's okay. And the more you can reveal that truth to yourself without hiding from the world, the more you're going to shift up, the more your life is going to change. And you're just going to feel lighter. And you're not going to feel like you have to perform to be loved like I did. I was a performer. I wanted you to like me. I want to take care of everybody. I want no one to be upset. But I said, no, I think people should be upset. I think that's okay to be angry at times. That's a real emotion. But I suppressed mine because I didn't want to feel. But now I'm like, no, I feel good. Maybe I should cry, right? No judgment. So be yourself with no judgment and no resistance. And look, things take time. So don't force yourself into something you're not ready for, even if it sounds good. You can say no. Out of most of the women that I helped get through a divorce, they all told me, this is really deep, that they knew they shouldn't marry their husband. They knew it. I said, so why did you do it? I said, I don't know. It just felt right. I just feel like I should. I mean, why not? So what came to me was that women in this world wasn't programmed or conditioned to feel safe. So when you're as a woman, you're not conditioned to feel safe. You don't trust your intuition. You don't listen to it. So then, in America, there's 50 divorce. Why? Because some of us are making decisions that's not in alignment of our highest self. We're making decisions off of logic and not certainty, right? So if you're making a logical decision, you go create a family, you give family to this man, and he has his vision, but then you divorce because we haven't made women feel safe to be women. So they're always saying women are just so masculine. It's like, no, ask why. So when you get to the root, like I like to go beat, then things start to make sense. And so just think about all the families, all the children, everything that was created from those women not listening to their intuition because they didn't want to hurt someone, or they didn't want to make a mess, or they didn't want to make a mistake, or they didn't want to deal with it because they didn't feel safe to be how they needed to be. Think about it. There's a lot of lives and kids being created out of that because women never felt safe to be women. They always had to work harder. They're not getting paid enough. And I'm not just like, oh, it's all women. Like, yeah, women mess up too, just like men. But what I'm saying is I like to go deep, and like with this womb healing, this is all a revelation, because I had to ask myself, why most of my clients women, CEOs, successful wives, kids, why do they come to me? Because there's something in my soul that I have to help them. That's God. And guess God's so good because I had a mother wound. My mom didn't love me the way I wanted her to, so I had emotional abandonment. So guess how God set it up? Okay, cool. I'm gonna bring these women in your life. You're gonna heal them. You're gonna see the shadow side of momhood. And so then guess what? I have a better relationship with now. My mom. Mom, you went through that? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgive you. What? Mom, come here. How did you get through that? You see, that's how it works. No one gets away. But I'm here. I'm the messenger. I'm just here to here you go. Right? And that's God. That's how I know God is real. I mean, you're saying it here. This is coming out of me. I'm not like, oh, this is what a boy, I want to talk about this. So that's the spirituality, this me being spiritually fit and being my spirit being fit because I'm working on it every day. How do I tune in where I'm giving people what they need or not what I think they want? That's what happens when you let go and you trust and you allow. And you allow the feminine to be the masculine. You allow the feminine to be the leader. Because you know the husband might be out making the money, but who's running the place? The wife. Who's putting the battery in the back? Did you know Carl Jung and Albert Einstein, those ideas weren't theirs, it was their wives. But because women wasn't acknowledged and empowered in that, they had to take it as it was theirs, and they got all the acknowledgement. They got that from their women. They put the energy in them. Hey, baby, go take this. Relativity. It's so deep, but just to make things make sense, because women all the universe. Why do we all come from women? Think about it. That's how deep I like to think. We all came through a womb. How do we get here? So if a man just think he's, all right, buddy, you got it. Well, that's it. Trust in your nudge. That's how it works. This is why we got to come together.